It's time for our basic first mark sheet of the match for this game between Sunrisers and Kolkata. Let's mark players from both teams. Then joining me shortly, Aakash Chopra.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.
Right, Aakash, let's get busy with your marks and we'll start with the winning team, the Kolkata Knight Riders. And we're going to start with Shubman Gill, who got a fine half century in the chase. How would you mark Shubman out of 10 and your reasons?
I'm a generous teacher, so I'm going to give him a 9 on 10. He was exceptional. What I liked about his batting was the way he actually executed all the cricketing shots and remained unbeaten till the end. So 9 on 10 for Shubman.
All right, let's go to Pat Cummins, who set this game up with an excellent spell with the new ball. At the back of a rather forgettable first game in this tournament, how would you mark Paddy Cummins out of 10, Aakash?
Once again, he actually walks away with 9 points out of 10. Dismissed Johnny Bairstow, the guy who scored a lot of runs in the previous game. And yes, 18 balls, 49 runs was his returns in the first game. So he had a lot to prove. Now the monkey's off the back. He'll go from here stronger and stronger. So yes, 9 on 10 for Pat Cummins as well.
All right, KKR's overseas players are getting it together. First Pat Cummins and then Owen Morgan with a significant contribution as well. How would you rate the England white ball captain, Aakash, for his performance today out of 10?
Well, 7.5 on 10 for a simple reason that I thought he survived the major scare. They did not review a leg before decision. If that was reviewed, maybe this innings would have been cut short against Rashid Khan. So I think from that point of view, I just deducted a couple of points. I'm sorry but still a very good innings in the end and remained unbeaten. I think that's very important going into the tournament when you're actually just playing the second game. So well done on Morgan as well.
Right, let's go to the other team then, the Sunrisers. In spite of a losing cause, Manish Pandey did get a half century. How would you mark Manish's effort out of 10?
Manish was about 8 on 10. He bats at number 3, and I think this is going to be a breakthrough season for him as a batsman. He's shouldering a lot of responsibility. And unfortunately, generally what happens is like you are the bridge between the top and the middle order or the lower order when you bat at 4, 5 or 6. Here is a guy who's batting at 3 and he is the bridge between the top and the tail, just considering the lack of resources that he has in the side. So he has to once soak in the pressure and also keep the scoring rate fairly high. So he actually passed both tests in flying colours. An early loss of Bairstow, he was there to stabilize, and he was the one who was accelerating towards the end as well.
All right, he would have helped if Mohammad Nabi would have come in a bit earlier, but he's our next player, Aakash. How would you mark Nabi on his first appearance in this tournament out of 10?
Well, about 6.5, 7 on 10. Didn't get enough balls to bat. Yes, he could have made an impact, but then he could have is not good enough on the day. As a bowler, the conditions were not ideal for an off spinner to come and just spin a web. He was economical. That's what you would expect from him. A little bit of luck, that sweep that Owen Morgan played, and it could have gone straight down the throat of that long leg fielder. It did not and ended up wicketless. So yes, about 6.5, 7 on 10.
And finally, Riddhiman Saha, again on his first appearance in this year's tournament, laboured his way to a 31 ball 30. How would you mark Riddhi Saha out of 10?
You know, we can be very critical and we can crucify him because or just pin all our blames on one guy, but I would not do that because here is a guy who's not played cricket for last 6 months. Like everybody else, he tried his best. Say about 5 on 10, of course, not up to the mark. He could not accelerate, but in the end, he just sacrificed his wicket because he knew that he was not able to get the move on. So he's a selfless cricketer and he's very dear to me. So 5 on 10 for Riddhi, even though he was scoring at run a ball.
Well done, Aakash Chopra. You've been a very kind marker for both sets of players for today. And that sums up our basic first mark sheet of the match.
Basic First, specialized platform for JEE Main Advanced, NEET and 6 to 12.